Hello, I'm David Gross with Condi Systems, back with you to talk about a new printer in our sublimation world. Our world over the last couple of years has been dominated by the Ricoh printers, especially the GX7000 and now the GXE 3300. 7000 being the bigger printer, it's the 11 by 17 printer, and with the bypass tray it'll do 13 by 19. Well, before the Ricohs came along, our industry was dominated by Epson printers. And I'm here with you today to share with you the Epson WF1100. WF1100 replaces in my mind, it replaces the 1400. Before the 1400, we had a printer called the 1280. And so we've gone from the 1280 to the 1400 to the WF1100. These are Epson printers. They are printers that are capable out of the box of doing 13 by 19. That's a favorite paper size in our industry. Well, why am I talking to you about the WF1100? Well, we'll call it's an economy 13 by 19 printer. And so compared to the GX7000, the WF1100, there's about in my math, there's about a savings of about $400. And for some people getting into sublimation, that's a make or break thing, and that is. And so if for instance, a WF1100 with what we're going to talk about here probably rolls up to be about $900 compared to a 7000 with the bypass tray, you're probably looking at $1,300, $1,400, something like that. And your sales rep at Condi can give you exact numbers, kind of stuff. I'm more of the technical philosophy kind of person. And so with it being a fair bit less than the 7000, that may fit your budget, and say you grow into a 7000. And so what I want to do is share with you a little bit about what the WF1100 solution is. Essentially, it's a printer. It does 13 by 19 out of the box, and it's what we would refer to as a 5-color printer, and meaning that it has CMY and then it has 2 blacks. So 2 blacks plus CMY and give us the 5-color. So Epson designed the printer to be faster in doing simple black and white things as opposed to color. So the WF1100 is considerably slower than its Ricoh printers, but it still gets the job done. The Ricoh would probably print a letter page in 25 seconds. This is going to take about 2.5 minutes. A Ricoh would print 11 by 17 in, say, 45 seconds. This one would take a little less than 5 minutes. So there is a big speed difference, but again, the WF1100 is just it's a savings in money for people that it fits the budget. And so what the printer consists of is obviously the printer, and it's about a $200 printer, so it's really a great printer for the money. And then we need to add to it a bulk ink system. The cartridges in this printer, if you were to use them, so forth with what you get, it's really not a good deal because the cartridges are very small and you're not going to get good economy for your money. And so you need to buy a bulk ink system. The printer comes with 2 options. One is an Artanium option, the other is a Sublejet. I'm more of an Artanium fan just because that's what I've done all these years than the Sublejet IQ. Both are good systems. The main difference between the two is the Artanium uses an ICC profile and the Sublejet IQ uses the power driver. So what I have here is the Artanium system. And the Artanium system bolts onto the printer, and it's easy system to bolt onto it. And then the tubes are filled with ink. Now if we open up the cover here of the bulk ink system, what you'll find is that there's 4 bags of ink. And these inks feed through the tubes, and then they go over to the printer where the inks are routed, and they come down here to where the cartridges are. Now inside here we have 5 cartridges, the CMY plus 2 blacks, and there's a little divider in here that gives us 2 black ink lines right here. You can see 2 black ink lines. And so the system sits beside the printer and just feeds it ink. And then the cartridge is there. the cartridges emulate Epson cartridges, and so after a while the cartridges think they're empty, and there's a little reset button right to the back of where the black cartridge is, and you push that and the cartridges reset so the printer thinks you've installed new cartridges. We've tested the printer for a while and found it to be a good printer, a reliable printer, and certainly, you know, for folks that are really on a strong budget looking for a B-size printer, this printer it definitely does the job. Okay. The ink system comes in a little box here, comes with good instructions, and of course here at Conde we'll walk you through the installation. The printer is a USB printer, and then we provide an ICC profile on the Artanium side that's configured essentially the same way as we do all the other printers. So again, wanted to introduce the WF1100, in this case with the Artanium bulk ink system, the bags of ink. I think it's a worthy system to add to our line for folks that are on a budget but have to have that magic 13 by 19 paper size. This has been David Gross with Conde Systems. Feel free to email me at dgross@conde.com. Always look forward to your comments and questions. Thank you for watching.